1.
Are we on?
You're on.
Oh, well, you said 3, 2, 1, and then
And click.
yeah, I didn't hear it click. Okay, good morning, everyone. How are you? We are finally getting some sunshine. It's finally going to be
Beautiful
nice
out here.
today. They say it's going to be in the 70s, so we wanted to get back outside. I missed doing our coffee questions out here, so whenever possible, I want to be out here. So anyway. Good Wednesday morning, everyone. We're actually filming this on Tuesday because I got to go back to Tucson tomorrow. So I wanted to get this done, and I'll be posting it a little bit earlier than normal because we're doing it the day before. So anyway, just laying it out there for you. All right, so today I want to do a couple things. These are going to be reviews on stuff that I think might be valuable for you guys. So first, from Otis Latham up in Utah, he sent me a piece of wood. You guys know I talked about the cedar on Monday's Coffee and Questions. I talked about the cedar, and I'm still waiting to hear back from who sent me that cedar. So please get back to me on that. So anyway, this material he sent me is called, he calls it, I guess it's called several different things, but it's called pine beetle, or they call it beetle-killed pine, or blue. But you can notice how it has kind of a blueness to
Hold
it.
on. Let me make sure I get it.
So the deal with this is, evidently it's available some places. I can't get it here, but it's available some places, and this might even give you a little bit better look at it. But it has kind of a bluish tint to it. And evidently what happens is these beetles, these literally bugs, get into the board, get into the trees, and they kill the pine. And something to do with what the beetle does to the wood, but it causes it to kind of go bluish. So I wanted to carve some of this and let you guys know what my thinking is. I like it. It actually carved really nice. It carved really consistent, even better, I think, than my pine that I carved. It had a little bit of a burr to it, but it was easy to come off. But that could even have been my my router bit. But I like just about everything about it. It's thicker, as you can see. It looks like it's like 7/8 or maybe even full 1 inch thick. It is, like I say, it's really consistent. It's kind of dense, kind of heavy, but it's not real. This is somewhat of a flat grain. I don't even know if you can see that. It's somewhat of a flat grain, so it carved really, really nice. I really liked it. Now, whether I really like the blue tint in there for everyday signs, I don't know about that. But where I would use this, and actually Otis and I talked about it on the phone, where I think this is an absolute natural is if you like the stuff that is rustic looking. Like the video that I did on the Nook and Bridge Ranch, where I did like a free-form shape around the side and did that angle grinder kind of technique. I think that's absolutely ideal for this type of wood because it has kind of an oldish look to it, even though it's new material. So, and evidently it's in places around the country, it's pretty plentiful. I don't know what the cost is on it, but evidently up in Utah, from what Otis tells me, there's thousands and thousands of acres of this stuff, of dead trees, that then they mill down and they make this this lumber out of. So that it's beetle-killed pine, I guess. So, but it's interesting stuff. I like it, and I've got a couple more pieces. I think I'm going to play around with it a little bit more, and I may go ahead and just put a bunch of finish on this and see what it really... This has only got one coat of the Krylon on it, and I like it. If I was going to make a saloon sign or something that maybe a sign for for a bar or something that wants a rusted look, I think this stuff is ideal for that. So anyway, that's just my take on that blue pine. I kind of like it. It's very unique. All right, so, and the second review is in regards to sanding sealer. Now you guys know when I do when I use my Select Pine, I put sanding sealer on it. Well, I've been experimenting around. my local Lowe's here in town, they got rid of their oil-based sanding sealer, and this is what they replaced it with. It's still Minwax, but it's a water-based sanding sealer. And I've been trying it out, kind of testing it for a couple months actually. And if you look at it, I don't know, maybe if you look at it, it looks really milky. And that's not what the other sanding sealer looked like at all. The oil-based sanding sealer looked really amber.
I think I got it.
Think so?
Turn it this way. There you
Your
go.
way.
Nope, the other way.
Yeah, where the sun
yeah,
is shining
I
on
got
it.
it.
See how it really has kind of a milky look to it.
Okay.
And it's much thinner than the oil base. So, and I've also been playing around with maybe sealing up my boards with just the Krylon spray. I did that on a piece of pine the other day. I put 2 coats of the real quick acrylic spray to see if that would seal it up the same as the sanding sealer. Didn't work on the one I tried it on. I like this better. The bottom line is I like this better than the oil based. A couple reasons. Number one, it goes on really thin. This can that I've got left in here. You saw how much I've probably done, gosh, 10 or 15 signs already, and it goes on really nice and thin. And you only use 1 coat. It goes on nice and thin. The cleanup, water, which is really nice, rather than having to, if you're going to keep the brush, if you're going to use throwaway brushes. But I've got a nice brush now, or a $10 brush, so it cleans up really easy with a hose. That's the one reason. The second reason, and even more important, is when you go to sand it off, it's not near as dense and thick as the oil-based sanding sealer that tends to gum up your belts. So it's always been kind of a wash. Yes, you don't get the bleeding if you're careful in your spraying your black. You don't get the bleeding, but the wash is when you go to sand it on the oil base, it gums up your belts. So you got to constantly be cleaning your belts. And so that was always kind of the downside. Takes longer, gums up the belts, all this. This doesn't have that. I would say this sand's at least twice as good, if not better, than the oil-based sanding sealer. So I highly recommend, if you're still using sanding sealer on whatever material. I don't want to get sanding sealer in my coffee.
Yeah, be careful.
That probably, even though it's milky, it probably blend right in. Probably go right through me. Anyway, so
TMI, babe.
yeah, sorry. Anyway, I really like this stuff. So I'm hoping that they don't change again and go back to oil-based, because if they do, then I will buy online and find this water-based. So if you have a choice, try the water-based sanding sealer. Again, I like it way better than the oil-based. So that's my 2 reviews for the day. I hope that kind of helps you guys. And again, remember guys, I only use this on the Select Pine. So go back and watch my sanding sealer videos, and I will try and make some annotations in those, so everybody will know to watch this as an update. And there's another comment, by the way. Make sure always, guys, look for the newest version on any, because if you watch 2 or 3 of my sanding sealers, wasn't what I was using. So always look for the newest version before you necessarily say no, that doesn't work or whatever. Always look for the newest version on that particular subject. So anyway, all right, so sign carvers of the day. I'm gonna do this one first. Jackie Floyd. This one's really interesting. It's kind of looks like he kind of drew it out. But what I really liked about it were the little silhouette hearts with the names in it. I thought that was really unique. And I liked the edge, which I haven't done a lot of this. I've done this on some stall signs and different things. But you can see they're notched corners and then scalloped. Normally when I notch the corners, I put a bevel on it or a round over. But he notched the corners and put scallops on it. It's a really unique look. I really like what you did here, man. This is Jackie.
Jackie Floyd.
Jackie Floyd, yeah. But I'm not sure if that's no, it is. I'm sure. Anyway, Jackie Floyd, great job. I really like it. Again, I'm not a real huge fan of just the writing, the letters, but what you did here I think looks really unique. I really like it. So great job, Jackie. Good one, I like it. And then the next one is from his very first sign, John Moore, which is, again, another incredible first sign. This one is kind of dear to my heart because one of the very first signs that Dad ever made was a Keep On Truckin' sign back in the 70s, and it was a tailgate sign. And if you're as old as I am, you'll remember the Keep On Truckin' logo was the three or four men. They were kind of cartoonish, and then they had their feet out, and you saw their shoes. And it was a little guy to a bigger, and then the last guy was a big shoe, a huge shoe, and that was a tailgate sign. I wish I had pictures of it. But it was,
We do somewhere. We'll find
somewhere we have pictures of that. But Dad made that in the early 70s, and for 10 years it was on his tailgate on his Chevy pickup, and it was just a really, really cool sign. So when I saw this, it instantly reminded me of that. But for all you youngsters that don't know what the Keep On Truckin' logo looks like, you can probably find it on the internet. But it's really cool, and that, by the way, is a really good idea for a tailgate sign. So I've often thought about finding that and kind of redoing that. More for Dad than anything else. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. So hope everybody is having a great week. We will see you guys again on Friday for the newsletter, and like I say, we've got a couple things planned for that, so I think you'll enjoy that. And don't forget, Saturday, Dad's Memories on Saturday will be another country music memory. Or he actually has some of his collection that aren't country music. So I don't know who he's going to pick. But wait till you hear the story about Alabama. Unbelievable story. I want him to do that one soon because he told me that the other day and I didn't even know about it. I thought I knew all the stories. So anyway, everybody have a great day. Keep making sawdust. Oh, another great shirt from Steve. I love these. I love the gray. It doesn't show up dirt so much. So anyway, everybody have a great day, and we will see you on Friday. Bye.
Hi folks, old Dave here with the thought for the day. I've come to believe in all my years of business, I've come to believe that not everyone is going to be successful. Success is restricted to those who want it and are willing to work for it. It's that simple. We'll see you next time.